right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Kapadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, whom rule well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers. And peace and blessed salutation. Hopefully, they got there pushing his word of truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopefully the believers, the listeners, whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. All right, and in the spirit, we want to go into, all right, today, dealing with deliverance, from the beast, okay? Because we're in a time now where we're approaching, all right, this second Exodus, this great deliverance, and as we really have an understanding in these times of the true narrative of the Bible, we understand, all right, that we are under the captivity of our enemies, okay? And that's what, Christianity pretty much separates the reality of what's going on in real time, okay, from the Bible. Christianity is pretty much a fairy tale. It's a fairy tale narrative, okay, which has nothing to do with the scriptures when you understand the circumstances that we're in as a people, okay? Because for our disobedience, we was punished. Okay, and one of the punishment was us being in captivity under our enemies, and our chief enemy is who? Esau, Edom, who runs the earth. Okay, who runs this beast system. Okay, so we need to be delivered from this beast system, man. Okay, because this man has a lot of wickedness planned, that he wants to bring forth in the earth. All right, and with him, with these elites, they understand the elites of Esau, Edom. Okay. They understand exactly who we are, okay? And they understand the origin of this conflict. It goes back to the birthright, okay? So we're just going to touch on some things and get an understanding how, look, we're going to be delivered from this beast, man, okay? When you go to Jeremiah 17:4, and it says, "And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever." Okay? Ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. Okay? This is a prophecy that has played out. We will be in another land serving our enemies, all right, due to what? Us making the Lord angry with our disobedience. So it was prophesied to be in other lands serving our enemies, man. Okay? And remember, this beast system, America, NATO, EU, all right, pretty much runs the earth. They have colonized the earth, what they call European colonization. You go into their history, they pretty much have colonized the earth. China, India, they have a lot of British influence, man. Okay, Australia. Okay, you go to Africa, it's pretty much carved up between the French, America, the Spanish, okay, even some Portugal, okay. You go Central, South America, all right, mainly divided amongst, the Americas, Spanish and Portugal, okay. And this the land where the tribes are, man. You look at the 12 tribe charts, okay, all these different lands, Brazil, okay, Chile, you see, all these different, Peru, okay, all these different lands have been colonized, okay, and conquered by our enemy Esau, Edom, okay, and to this day we're servants under them in this beast system, you see. So go from there, and you go to Baruch. Okay, the 4th chapter real quick. Just to bring this understanding out. All right, this is the book of Baruch. All right, this is the book of Baruch, chapter 4. I say we get straight to the point. All right, this is Baruch 4:6. It said, "You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies. Okay? So our disobedience had us scattered throughout the earth to captivity. And Yahweh Shah spoke on it. You see, we was given over to the enemies. Okay, but there will come a time when a remnant will raise up and cry out, and the Lord will hear and deliver. You see, let's get there real quick. Because Yahweh Shai, he spoke on that too, dealing with us being scattered and going to captivity. Luke 21 and 24. And it says, and they were speaking of the Israelites that was in the land during the time of Yahweh Shai, mainly the southern kingdom. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword and shall be led away captive into all nations. So he spoke of 70 AD, okay, which our people fell by the sword. A lot of our people, men, women, and children were slaughtered by the Roman legions, okay, by the sword. A lot of our people was crucified during that time of 70 AD, even the time after, okay, a few years after, man, leading all the way up to Masada, which was like the last stronghold that Jake had, okay. But 70 AD, which is the destruction of the temple, okay, you had a lot of our people that were killed by the sword, but a lot of them was captured and put into captivity, and a lot of them that did escape into the interiors of Africa, mainly northern and western Africa, eventually they was taken away, okay, during the transatlantic slave trade, okay, which fulfilling this prophecy here, our people being led away captive into all nations. You see, we would spread out throughout the earth, and Esau would eventually conquer the earth. You see, so we would be in captivity under this beast, man. It says, and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And we're in the time of their fulfillment. Okay, where these actual heathens have been trodden down our land, heathens claiming to be us, posted up in the land as if they got some type of state in Jerusalem. Okay, but it was only a allotted time that they would be able to do this, man, until the Lord would begin to make moves on behalf of his elect. Because as we learn who we are, we learn who our powers are, we understand, our disobedience, and we've repented. And now as we, grown in righteousness and have a thirst for righteousness, now we're crying out against this place, man. Okay, now we're crying out against what's going on. Okay, we're crying out in the land of our captivity. And the Lord said when we would cry out, what he would do, he would send a deliverer. You see? Let's go. And just like ancient Egypt, the second Exodus is being set up. All right? We're going to be delivered from spiritual Egypt, which is America, which is pretty much the centerpiece of this beast. Okay? So when you go to Exodus, let's see, Exodus 6. Okay. Exodus 6 and 5. And it says, and I have also heard the groaning of the children of Israel, whom the Egyptians keep in bondage, and I have remembered my covenant. Wherefore say unto the children of Israel, I am the Lord Yahweh, and I will bring them out from under the burdens of the Egyptians, and I will rid you out of the bondage, and I will redeem you with the stretched out arm and with great judgments. And that's going to be through Yahweh Shai, that stretched out arm. Yahweh Shai is going to be an extension of the Heavenly Father in the earth. As if as if he's actually extending his arm out into this realm. Okay? And directly getting us out of this situation that we're in. Because he's hearing that crying go up. We're crying about the wickedness that goes on here. Okay? We're crying about the blasphemy against Yahweh Bashem Shai. Okay? We're crying out that there's no righteousness, going forth in the earth. The scripture say the whole earth life in wickedness, man. The whole world life in wickedness under the rulership of Esau Edom, you know, who is the ruler of this beast system, man. All right, and we're under the bondage of this beast. And now this man wants to take it to another level. He already put the juice, in people, but now he wants to put a charagma, in the masses, man. Okay, but the elect of Israel is crying out against this man, and eventually the Lord, all right, is going to make a move according to us crying out. Okay. This is verse 7. It says, "And I will take you to me for a people," and that's what's happening. The Lord is gathering his people. We're acknowledging him as our power. All right, and it's through action. You know, disobedience got us put out, cast away in captivity. Okay, but faith and obedience is going to get us, all right, delivered out of captivity, man. Okay, and put back in power. You see, and it says, "And I will take you to me for a people, and I will be to you a power, and ye shall know that I am the Lord your power, which bringeth you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians." Okay? Out from the burdens of the Egyptians. That was ancient Egypt. Now we under the burdens of spiritual Egypt, America. All right? And then even throughout the world, which I say this beast system runs the world, you have our people that are still under the burdens of this beast, man. Just crying out. You got camps, everywhere. Those represent men that are crying out. Okay? It says in Ezekiel 9:4. All right? And it says, "And I will bring you," verse 8, "into the land concerning the which I did swear to give to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, and I will give it to you for an heritage. I am the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Shai." And the heritage, okay, is, all right, goes into your inheritance, what you inherit, and that land is a part of the inheritance of the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, also with immortality, world dominion. That's why he told Jacob, he told Abraham that what kings shall come out of thee, which shows what he was going to be in power. Okay, and his sons was going to be in power, and his son's son is going to be in power, because it's going to be a perpetual, all right, Israelite rulership that we're going to be that when we're delivered, it's going to be set up in the earth, man. Okay, so let's get to Isaiah. It's the book of Isaiah. Isaiah 19:19. It says, "In that day shall there be an altar of the Lord in the midst of the land of Egypt." Okay, and this is speaking of his time. And these altars, these camps, man, these spiritual altars, going back to what you're seeing is an altar after the order of Melchizedek. Okay, where you have different brothers from different tribes, okay, pretty much serving as priests. Okay, and we have these spiritual altars, these camps, and we can offer up sacrifice, man. Which, hey, when we go in the camp and when we're teaching the right doctrine, that's an acceptable sacrifice, man. Us sacrificing our time, all right, the believers that sacrifice their time to sit in to watch, the brothers that add, to these streams and, to these videos, okay, all those are acceptable sacrifices through Yahweh Shai, all right, that's going up to the spiritual realm, okay? And it says, "And a pillar at the border thereof to the Lord, and it shall be for a sign and for a witness unto the Lord of hosts in the land of Egypt." So the camps themselves is a sign that the Lord is dealing. And these elites know this, and that's why we're seeing them pretty much setting the stage to demonize the word. Okay? You got so-called people, doing attacks on people in the name of Kanye, name of Ye. Okay? And it's tacky as hell, man. All right? But this man wants to stop, okay, these altars, these spiritual altars, man. He just like he wants to destroy the temple. All right, he wants to destroy the spiritual temple, but he can't find the angle. That's gonna make him look justified in doing it. You see? So eventually, hey, he's just gonna go all out, man. You know? But what will happen? It says in the day, it says in that day there shall be verse 20 says, and it shall be for a sign, for a witness unto the Lord of hosts in the land of Egypt, for they shall cry unto the Lord because of the oppressors. Okay, is what we're doing. And he shall send them a savior and a great one, and he shall deliver them. And who is that speaking of? That's Yahweh Shai. Okay? That's that savior and the great one that's going to deliver us from the hands of our enemy. That's why Yahweh Shai, that was his purpose. When you go to Luke 168, okay? Look at that, Luke 1:68. All right, this is the book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 68. It said, blessed be the Lord, power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people. Okay? How did he visit his people? Was through Yahweh Shai. That's why I wanted, Yahweh Shai title was Emmanuel. All right? Which means, hey, the Most High is with us. Okay? Through Yahweh Shai. And it says, and have raised up a horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. Okay? That's Yahweh Shai. That's part of his purpose. That's why his name is He Delivers. He saves. Okay? He's going to deliver us from this beast system, from this bondage. While he's destroying this beast system, man. Okay? Let's get that in Jeremiah 30. Okay? It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse, I think it's 31. Yep, Jeremiah 31. All right, in Jeremiah 31:10, it says, hear the word of the Lord, O ye nations, and declare it in the isles afar off, and say, he that scattered Israel, okay, remember, we were scattered because of disobedience and led away captive into all nations. But the same power that scattered us is now gathering us through the word, and then he's going to physically gather us through Yahweh Shai. Okay? And it says, he that scattered Israel will gather him. Okay? And this is part of the narrative that Christians don't want to deal with, the gathering of Israel. Okay? The scattering and the captivity, everybody cool with. But when we speak about the gathering in the end, now everybody Israelite. Now Israel's finna come into their blessing. Now everybody Israelite. Did nobody want to be an Israelite when it was time to get on them boats? When it was time for the curses. And it said, verse 11 says, for the Lord have redeemed Jacob, okay, and ransomed him from the hand of him that was stronger than he. And he's speaking of Esau within his power, within this beast system. There's nothing carnally that we can do to be delivered from this man. Okay? We can't raise up an army in the earth and deliver ourselves from this man. He's so far beyond, okay, what we can muster up in the flesh. Okay? No matter how good of a fighter Jake is and how athletic and fast and, how, skillful that Jake is, hey, as a nation, we can't muster up a carnal, okay, a carnal army and deal with this man. Okay? We're going to need help from on high. You see? And that's why Yahweh Shai is coming with all power. Okay? Because Yahweh Shai spoke about how he was going to come to Esau this time. See, he came to Esau as that lamb because he had to be that sacrifice. to create this grace period that we have now. So within this grace period, you have the elect, like I say, being gathered by this word and crying out against this beast system, man. Okay? And Howard Shai is going to come back, okay? And he's going to deliver. And how he's going to come back. What form is he going to come back in? This is Isaiah chapter, okay, um, 47. Matter of fact, I started at 1. Isaiah 47 and 1 says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." And this is why, we're seeing pretty much the energy of America falling, being pushed in the earth. All these nations are burning, American flags, and, all these nations are, doing all type of deals to get away from the American hegemony, that American influence, okay? Because America is going to be greatly demoted in the earth to a desert, okay? America is going to go from the most powerful, most influential nation on earth to a desert, okay? It's going to be demoted, okay? And says, "Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers." And those and millstones, I say that's a very, tedious, grunt work, and that's what you see going forth in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai from the apostles and elders of GMS on down, is a spirit of constantly grinding this place to powder through this doctrine, man. Constantly exposing this man and making this man bare. Okay? Showing you what this man really about, what he's up to. Okay? This man has been made bare through the constant grinding and the grinding of the spirit of Yahushua, all right, through teachers, man, through prophesying, man. Okay? It says, "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah. Thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man." So if this man is being exposed, okay, this is the setup for his fall. Okay? And when Yahushua come, when Yahushua step to Esau this time, he's not going to meet him as a man. Okay? He coming for war. Okay? He's coming at this beast for war. Let's get it. All right? And he come and go heads up. Yahushua coming back to go heads up with you Edomites, man. Okay? He's coming back for all the smoke. Like I said, that he done played the part of the lamb. Now he's coming back as a lion. Okay? He's coming back in a whole different spirit. A spirit of conquering. As you go to Revelation 6. Okay, Revelation 6 and 1, it says, "And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard, as it were a noise of thundering, one of the four beasts saying, Come and see. And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him." Okay? Which what? That he was ordained, Yahushua is going to be the ordained ruler. Dominion has been given to him in the spiritual realm. You read Daniel 7 and 13, it speaks about how dominion is already given to Yahushua. He's just coming to execute. Okay? And their bow lets you know that he is coming for war. Okay? That's a weapon of war. All right? And the chariots, that white horses, they're chariot. You see? So he's coming, all right, for war in their chariot, man. He's coming for dominion. That's why a crown was given unto him in his vision. And he says that he went forth conquering and to conquer. So Yahushua is coming back to conquer now. He came as a sacrifice. Now he's coming back to conquer this beast. Okay? And when you read Revelation 19 and 1, it says, "And after these things I heard a great voice of much people in heaven saying, Hallelujah, salvation and glory and honor and power unto the Lord our power, for true and righteous are his judgments, for he have judged the great whore, which did corrupt the earth with her fornication, and have avenged, all right, the blood of his servants at her hand." Okay? It says he have judged the great whore, which is America. Okay? He's coming back in that conquering spirit, in that spirit of judgment. Okay? And it's going to be through what? War. You see? This is how we're going to be delivered from our enemies, is through war. Okay? And he's going to avenge the blood of his servants, those martyrs that's going to die for Yahushua. Because first they're going to be resurrected and risen up first. All right? The believers that die for Yahushua first, Yahushua is going to overturn, okay, the judgment of Esau, which is to put, certain believers to death. He's going to overturn their judgment and resurrect them to immortal. Okay? And as they are being raised on the chariots, then the rest of the elect that still remain being raised up on the chariots, Yahushua is going to go forth conquering the earth in righteousness, man. Okay, he's going to deliver us from the beast. Then he's going to destroy the beast. Okay? When you go to and all these nations are conglomerate with this beast system. Revelation 19 and 11 says, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. Okay? The same white horse, that chariot. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, Yahushua. And in righteousness he doth judge and make war. Okay? He's going to conquer through war. You see? And as we're delivered from this beast, Yahushua is going to be going to work on this beast, man. Let's get that in Isaiah. Okay? Let's get Isaiah. All right. Isaiah 62 and 11. It said, behold, the Lord hath proclaimed unto the end of the world, say ye to the daughter of Zion, behold, thy salvation cometh. Behold, his reward is with him, and his work before him. And they said, all right, so I can read it again. It said, behold, the Lord hath proclaimed unto the end of the world, say ye to the daughter of Zion, okay, which is what to Zion, the memorial of Israel, which the remnant, the elect, okay, is the memorial, okay, of our people in their right mindset, in their right mindset, It's like the elect, the hopeful elect in this time pretty much put the Most High in remembrance of why he chose this people, man, and why, and the promises he made to our forefathers, okay? As he see the remnant, all right, the hopeful elect getting in order, rehearsing the righteous acts, calling on the name, believing on him in everything, man, okay? And it says, read on, it says, say ye to the daughter of Zion, behold, thy salvation cometh, and deliverance. Behold, his reward is with him. So his reward is going to be him, all right, turning us into immortals instantly. Because Scripture says we're going to be changed in the twinkling of an eye. Okay? And also, once we're changed, that's the beginning of our rulership. Okay? So his reward going to be with him. But what else? It said, and his work before him. Because as we deliver, we're changed. Okay? We're going to see Yahushua just go forth, conquering and tearing this place apart, man. Okay? In righteousness. This whole beast system, this whole infrastructure of the beast is going to be done. America's just going to be overkill with nukes and fire from the chariots. And then this whole beast system, all these EU nations, they going to get jacked up too, man. Okay? This whole beast is going to be on fire, man. America just gonna be downgraded to a desert. But this all French and Italy and all the Colosseum, like these Yahushua and the angels are gonna be coming through devouring this place, man. Okay, really breaking this beast system down. When you go to Isaiah, okay, all right, Isaiah 26. All right, Isaiah 26 and 20. It says, come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment in those chambers, going to those chariots. Okay? So we're going to be in those chambers, in those chariots, man. And say, hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation, all right, until the indignation be overpassed. Okay? So as we're in those chariots, the Lord is going to go forth, marching through the earth in indignation. You see? The deliverance is pretty much getting us out the way as well. Okay, we're gonna be delivered from the beast, and Yahweh Shai is gonna go forth and just conquering, man, of the heavenly host. Nukes gonna be going off. The earth gonna be railing to and fro. All right, while we're on the chariots, man. That's our hope. You see, we need to be on those chariots when these things go down, man. And that's why we not in the spirit for gimmicks, man. We need to be on the chariots, man. Okay, we not here for all these little side shows and games and popularity being cute. We need to get on them chariots while Yahweh Shai is doing what he's prophesied to do, man. Okay, and that's to conquer and make war and righteousness, man. Okay, this beast system. When we come out those chariots, this beast system will be devoured. The infrastructure of the beast system, all right, is going to be laid flat. Okay, and it says, "For behold, verse 21, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity." Okay, so how the Lord gonna come out of his place? By Yahweh Shai. Remember, that's gonna be an extension of his arm. That's like the Lord's stretched out arm is Yahweh Shai. He's gonna come out of his place from the spiritual realm via Yahweh Shai. Okay, him sending Yahweh Shai is like him, okay, coming from the spiritual realm. Because Yahweh Shai got all power. So the Heavenly Father's finna send a lot of power from the spiritual realm to this realm through Yahweh Shai. Okay, and it's gonna be for the deliverance of the elect and the punishment of everyone else, man. Okay, that's why scripture say, "He that traveling in his strength, what mighty to save, Yahweh Shai." Okay, he's coming back with all power. He will not meet thee as a man. Okay, and this is why he's allowed Esau Edom to build himself up so much, militarily. Okay, just so Yahweh Shai can showcase all power during this deliverance, man. Okay, it's gonna be a deliverance and a takeover, man. And these are the times that we're in. Okay, and we need this deliverance. And it says, that was it on that. Let's go back from there. That's why we're gonna be singing. All right, this song of Moses, man. All right, which is victory over the enemies. Okay, you go to Revelation 15. All right, Revelation 15:1, and it says, "And I saw another sign in the heaven, all right, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High." And the wrath of the Most High is going to be executed on a whole nother level in the earth. Okay? People are going to suffer like never before because, hey, this is the greatest rebellion against righteousness the earth has ever seen. It says, "And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire," and that's the view from the chariots. John the Revelator is seeing the view from the chariot after the deliverance. And he's seeing through the atmosphere, because the chariot's going to be way up there, man. Okay, they're going to be way up there. Okay? So he's seeing it, looking down through the atmosphere, and America just look like, a fire mingled with glass, man. That view. Other places, are going to catch hell too. Mainly these EU nations, and the angels know what these Edomites at. Okay, hey, they know the spirits. All right, and those angels, like I said, they're gonna be doing precision strikes throughout the earth, man. They're gonna be jacking this beast system up. Okay, and it says, "And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast and over his image and over his mark." Okay, so we're gonna be delivered from the beast, from the bondage of the beast. Okay, cause now we don't worship his image. We don't love this society. Okay, we don't worship the ways. Okay, of the beast, man. The ways of the West. We hate this modern, bugged out way, man. Anti-Messiah way. So we don't worship the image of the beast as the masses do. okay, which is gonna prompt us what? Not to take the Quran, okay, the MOTB, okay, the token of the beast, okay. We'd rather take the death than to try to forward ourselves in this society, man. Okay, and it says, and over his image and over his charagma and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High, and they sing the song of Moses, the servant of the Most High, and the song of the Lamb, saying, "Great and marvelous are thy works, Lord power almighty, just and true are thy ways, the King of the saints." So we're going to be celebrating as Yahweh Shai is conquering this place, man. America gonna be nuked, okay? The angels just gonna be running through, okay, this beast infrastructure, okay? And we're gonna be celebrating, rejoicing in that, man. That's gonna be a real victory over the beast. Because when we're delivered, you know, the Lord put the spirit on us to be unmovable. That's gonna give us the victory, man. Not to bow the knee to Baal, like we held out. We didn't bow. No matter what circumstances we was under, we didn't bow. You know, which is going to get us delivered, okay? Because scripture say, "He that endure to the end, the same shall be saved." Okay, so we endured all the afflictions within this beast system for not bowing down, and we're going to be delivered. That's going to be the victory over the beast, man. Okay, it's going to be the deliverance from the beast. Okay, so that's the point. Just want to bring that out. You know, Lord will, you know, you brothers and you sisters will edify once again and give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kapadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great example towards other brothers, and peace and blessings, salutation, and hopefully, shalom.